Hello, all of you mind-melting mental midgets of the world. Welcome back to another edition of What's in the Bag with your delightful hostess with the mostest, Eliza Pancakes. And you won't believe who this week's guest is. Well, maybe you will. Still an eliminated loser. Barrel, Meryl Streep, Barrel Jade Blige. I have to say that I kind of had you pegged to be ranked higher on your season. So to see you here on What's in the Bag, the early out eliminated loser show, it's kind of surprising to me. How do you feel being here so soon?
Well, if being here means that I get my story out, then I'm happy to be here.
You queens have seriously got to stop saying you're happy to be on a show that mocks and defames and humiliates early out eliminated losers. Like you're going to give people the impression that you're not in it to win it and that you just like being a fuck up loser. Is that what you want people to think, Beryl?
I mean, I know what the show is, but I still don't feel like a loser myself.
You see, now that's the kind of mental self-gaslighting that I am all about, Beryl, and I am here for it. If you don't think you're a loser, then you're not a loser. It's as simple as that. Like, if you lie about your credit, if you believe the lie, then it can't be a lie, can it? Well, enough foreplay small talk. Let's dive into the bag. Beryl, what's in the bag? What did you bring for us? Just going off of these three looks, these three dresses that you brought for us today, I don't have any negative critiques, but I'm still going to go through each of them and critique them. But I'm just letting you know right now, I like all three of them, and that has has that ever happened in the history of the show? I don't know. But Beryl, congratulations. I don't entirely hate you or your looks. Now let's move on to this first dress.
I feel honored.
Now, I know I said that I don't entirely hate you or your looks, but there's always a caveat. This first dress here, I like the least out of the three. Now, that being said, it is still worlds better than some of the other shit these other queens bring me, and it's like, did you even try? Girl, did you even try? Now, what challenge would this been worn for? It looks kind of like it's got the Gothic cross in it, like a video game runway. I'm confused.
I wore it for the Naughty by Nightwear runway. You know, the episode I went home.
Oh, right. The episode where the barely passing Mexican drag queen sent your ass home. OMG, that was the fucking... That was the Cupid's Corner, music video commercial challenge, whatever. Oh my god, yes. You bombed that one, Beryl. I gotta say, you bombed it.
In my defense, I wouldn't have bombed as badly were it not for the questionable directions of our team captain.
Oh, and here it is. The queen already throwing her teammates under the bus. Accountability in 2020? Oh, what is that? It doesn't exist. Yeah, a lot of queens today do not know how to just say, yeah, I took a risk and it backfired, I fucked up, and I paid the consequences. Nope, it's gotta be, you know what, why not just blame Morgan herself and say, that bitch had it out for me? I mean, that at least would be more believable.
It's a competition where every queen is in business for herself, regardless of what it looks like on TV. While I did volunteer for a dance number in the video, the disparity between what was planned and what resulted is so big you could fill the Grand Canyon.
Okay, Beryl, I'll play along and humor you for your little paranoia games. Okay, let's say that... Who was the team captain? Yoshka? Let's say that she actually did try screwing you over. What evidence do you have to that claim?
For starters, I got almost no time in the makeup chair while everyone else on the team got their faces beat properly. While other queens like Madison got to shoot multiple takes for their scenes, all of mine were done in basically 1 or 2 shots, then they called it a day. There were no different angles or varying close-ups, just what was presented on the stage to the judges, and they hated it, you could tell.
Oh wow, that actually does kind of sound like she had it out for you. Wow, what a bitch. Anyway, moving on to this next dress. This lovely lady in red here, Beryl, I love it. I love this dress. It's long, it's sensuous, it's silky, it's fiery red. Maybe not fiery red, maybe like fire truck red or candy apple red. It looks like something Bella Goth would have worn like when she lived in Strangetown before she ran off with a much younger, wealthier man. Oops, sorry. I'm supposed to go with the official narrative that she was abducted by aliens. Yeah, that's what happened. Anyway, what runway was this supposed to be worn for, Beryl?
That look was what I was going to wear for the Dazzling Divas runway, so the runway for the talent show challenge.
Okay, this definitely looks like Diva and Dazzling. You know what? This could potentially be a winning runway look had you made it that far. Speaking of, what would your talent have been for the talent show since we never got to see it?
I would have done a lip sync dance number for my talent.
Oh, playing it safe, huh? That's understandable when you're going up against so much talent. Like what, 15 other queens this season? That's Beryl, that's honestly, it's understandable. Speaking of missed opportunities, who would you have portrayed for Snatch Game? I know that you're like 5 or 6 fans out in like Modesto are probably very curious about that.
I was going to be either Nicki Minaj or Mariah Carey for Snatch Game.
Yeah, I don't really see that for you, Beryl. Like, I just don't see that being a working or winning Snatch Game number for you. Maybe you could be like the Popeyes commercial lady. You could be like, ain't nobody's chicken better than my Popeyes. You know, you could do that.
The fuck?
But, you know, Beryl, you could probably combine like that Nicki Minaj idea with your talent idea and kind of like copy what Clairvoyant did on last season, just sing like a live rendition of WAP. That would probably work.
Girl, first off, that wasn't even a Nicki Minaj song. It was Cardi B. And second, no. Just no.
Okay. Before you burst at the seams, just hear me out. You could be the Popeyes owner lady for your talent and sing an extended version of the jingle, "Love that chicken from Popeyes, yeah." Like, you could do that. What do you think?
Are you about to don blackface or something? Why the hell do you transform into Al Jolson around the Black Queens?
Alright, well clearly there's no getting through to you, so let's just move on to this last dress here. I also love this dress, Beryl. I love it. It's gorgeous, it's flowing, it's radiant, it's magnificent. I'm getting jumbled here because it's just such a beautiful dress, and it kind of like makes me think of someone winning an award like an Emmy or a Grammy or an Oscar or whatever. They're all the fucking same. I could see you coming down that stage in this dress, coming to the podium. Morgan turns to you, smiles, hugs you, and then hands you Best Drag Queen Look Ever award. That's this dress. I love it that much.
This was my Dress to Empress look. I'll be honest, it's not an original look. It's straight up designer from The Sims of San Myshuno. But I looked so good modeling it in front of the mirror.
And it does look good. Like, I think this dress would make even the ugliest, oldest, haggard queen look amazing. And I'm not saying that you're any of those things. I'm just saying what a remarkable dress this is. Now, you can't really tell by the mannequin, but I'm assuming you would have had some accessories, some nails done, heels, maybe some tights or pantyhose, you know, rings, bracelets, earrings. Obviously your makeup would have been done. You would have had nice hair. This is probably the best out of the 3. I love the red dress look for the Dazzling Divas, but this says Dress to Empress. It says, I'm a winner, crown me. It's a great look, even if it's something designer that you bought. who cares? Because you're wearing it, and you're wearing it your way with your accessories, and that's something a lot of queens fail to do because they'll wear it straight out of the box and they won't do anything with it. And I honestly believe that you're the underrated fashion queen of the season, and I think that these 3 looks prove that. Well, actually, the other 2 looks prove it, in my opinion. Because other people can just buy a dress, Beryl, they can buy a dress, but they look like shit. And I think that you would just look amazing.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Oh, and look at that. We are out of time. So before I close out the show, Beryl, do you have any parting words for your 3 fans in Modesto?
Yeah, I came in here with an iced coffee from Starbucks, but I've been keeping it by my feet because there's no place to put it, and I'm afraid I'm going to knock it over. Maybe for next season you could get some end tables for the guests?
Yeah, actually, Beryl, that's kind of the point. We make things uncomfortable for our guests intentionally because otherwise you'll never leave! Alright, I'm going to go ahead and close out the show. Alright, tune in next week as I oversee a game of gay chicken between Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. Ooh, sounds exciting.